Hello friends, from today onwards we are going to start our syllabus. My friend, up to 7th standard, geography is a part of SST. But now from 8th standard onwards, it is a separate subject and we are going to deal with a separate subject. So without wasting much time, let us continue our first topic, and that is local time and standard time. My friend, time is a very important part of a geographical aspects, and it related to various geographical phenomena. For example, if you're talking about time, ultimately we are talking about day and night. Then why this day and night is happen on the earth surface? After day and night, we deal with time, that is season. Season also, we know that you may get experience in few last 2 or couple of weeks, that you come to know that summer suddenly went and rainy season is started. Then one season ended up and the another season started. That is also related to time. So time is a very important aspects or a very important part of geography. And in this lesson, we are dealing with, we are making our focus, we are going to making our attention towards the time, and that is local time and standard time. Basically, if you open your textbook, you come to know that the certain recalls questions are there. What the recall questions are there? They giving you idea about the times. For example, what does the duration of day and night keep changing? We know that continuously after 12 hours day over and night start, then night over and day starts. This cycle is continuously on, it continuously going on and on, it keep on changing, day after night, after day night again day, and after night. So day and night, this cycle is continuously on. Then who is responsible for that? Did you guess? Yes, the responsible is the rotation of the earth. Basically, the earth rotating around its axis, and because of that rotation, half portion of the earth continuously towards the sun, which getting experience of day, and half of the portion towards the opposite side of the sun, and because of the shadow of the earth, it getting experience of the night. So day and night is due to the rotation of the earth. Then another important questions: how many longitudes can we draw on the world map? Basically, longitudes. What is longitudes and what is latitude? In seventh standard, we discuss it, the longitude and the latitude as well. Basically, there are 360 longitudes. Now, what is longitudes? Longitude, it means the semicircular line which join North Pole to South Pole. The semicircular line which join North Pole to South Pole, that is called the longitudes. And on the Earth surface, there are 360 longitudes. So on the world map, we can easily draw a 360 longitude of a one longitude difference. Then what is the apparent movement, particularly the apparent movement of the sun, that we can see every morning? We see sun is rising in the east, and then its sunset is towards west. Did you know why we feel sun is rising from east and moving towards west? Basically, the reason behind is again the rotation of the earth. Because of the rotation of the sun doesn't move from his place. Sun is stable. Why? Because sun is star, and earth is rotating around its axis. While rotating around its axis, the earth revolution is there, and earth move around the sun as well. That is called the revolution of the earth. So earth is moving, not sun, but we feel that sun is moving from east to west. And the reason behind it, the rotation of the earth, and the direction of the rotation of the earth is from west to east. And because of that, earth is rotating around its axis from west to east. We feel that sun is moving towards from east to west. So that is the reason behind it. Then some other questions is there, that how many longitudes face, how many longitude pass the earth, how many longitude of the earth passes through the sun in a day. Particularly when you're talking about day, Day, it means daytime is different and day is different. Just it is a quite confusion. Daytime it's of approximately 12 hours, but day it means 24 hours. Day it includes daytime and nighttime. And so far that we can see longitudes in a total day, 360 longitude pass from the earth, sorry, sun. It means from the faces of the sun. But if the question is there, how many longitude pass in a day, daytime, that is, and that is 12 hours that we can see. So approximately 180 longitudes they are passing in a daytime from the side of the sun. Then we can see uh, one very important question: which longitude does the date change? So for that, you have to know the longitude. There are two important longitudes. The first one is prime meridian, that is known as prime meridian, and it is 0 degree. Popularly, it is known as 0 degree meridian as well. So prime meridian or the 0 degree meridian, and opposite to prime meridian, 180 degree meridian, and date change where date change at 180 degree meridian, because 0 degree meridian date start and it changed at 180 degree meridian. Then these are some of the questions that we can see regarding to the time. Now one most important part that I want to know you, that in present what instrument is used to measure a time. Before that, in past, let me know in past which instrument is used for measuring the time. And this question is to you. Just think on it, that which instrument is used to measure the time in the past. I'm talking about in the past, that 1,000 year back or so on. And which instrument is used in a modern day to measure a time, that we are going to discuss. Just think on it. So these are some of the questions that we can see. Now let us see the local time. Friends, as we wake up from the bed, the various activities are there. For example, as we wake up from the bed, the first work we do, that we fresh up, we brush our teeth, we take a breakfast in the morning. Then after that we take a lunch, and go on. So for example, evening we take a evening walk, or night we take a dinner, and then again we sleep. So each and every work is there. If there is a school time, immediately early morning we wake up, we fresh up, take breakfast, and then we take our bags and move to school. So going to the school is a regular time. For example, our residential school, like Sanjeevan, we know that everything is on time. And this time we have used to various things. For example, 10:30 is a snacks break, and we get snacks exactly on 10:30, not 12:30. 12:30 we get lunch. So everything that we can see, it is related to time. And the olden days, particularly now, if you're talking about the time, on the basis of observation and experience, we divide day into the two parts. Basically, it's take too much time, thousands and thousands of years to observe this, and because of the observation and the experience that all human beings get it in last too many years, we divide time into two category, that is daytime and nighttime. Daytime starts as sunrise and daytime end at sunset. Night time starts at sunset and nighttime end at sunrise. So this is the daytime and night time, and all our activity is related to this time. There are certain specific things. For example, we go to bed and sleep at night. We playing cricket, or we are playing any game on the ground, that is on daytime. So these daytime, our entire life is controlled by the daytime and the nighttime. And to the whole day duration, from sunrise to sunset, or from sunset to sunrise, this is the duration. And earlier, to measure this duration, to measure some natural events and for example season like that. How can people measure this time? They use various instruments, and these instruments they are known as the time measurement or the time measuring instruments. Basically, when we're talking about in the past, particularly natural events and some instruments they are using to measure a time. Natural events, it means what? For example, sun is heating very badly, though we can get experience of hot or heat, sun heat. So that is a summer. If you are feeling very cold, oh, that is a winter. The rain is started, so that is the rainy season. So that natural events, people using that natural event to measure a time. And after that they found some instrument to measure a time. For example, a very classical and very great example to measure a time, and that is Ghatika Patra. Ghatika Patra is a very important instrument. Now, what is Ghatika Patra? Ghatika Patra is a bowl of a minute hole at its base and which could flat in the large water and filled a vessel. And because with the help of that Ghatika Patra, we come to know that time. That time they use prahar, or once that Ghatika Patra go into the deep water, that means one prahar is ended. So that Ghatika Patra is there, and people is counting prahar, the time that the measuring, and that is they called prahar. So the Ghatika Patra is one instrument that we can see that people used in the uh, what we can say in the past. Then sand timer. That is also one a very good time machine, or that we can say time measuring instrument. That is the sand timer also. So these are very important. What we can say measurement measure the machines which measure the time. There are too many others also. You can just think on it that instead of Ghatika Patra or sand timer, which instrument people generally use for measuring the time. Now, after that, the modern day. After that, in a modern day, the Earth take we can calculate the time in hours. Particularly, Earth take 24 hours to complete one day, or that we can say the one rotation. Earth take 24 hours to complete one rotation around its axis, and that period is known as daytime. That period is known as one day. So we consider day that is approximately 24 hours. Now, the Earth rotates from west to east. That is very important thing. Earth is rotating around its axis. While rotating around its axis, we just discussed that half portion is in front of sun and half of the portion is back side of the Earth, and that is in the shadow. So the half portion which is in the shadow getting experience of night, and the half of the portion which is in front of the sun which getting experience of day. But while rotating around its axis, Earth rotate around west to east. That is very important. Earth rotate around west to east, and as a result, we experience sunrise, afternoon, sunset, or midnight. And during this rotation, longitudes in the western part face the sun gradually, and while those in the east experience darkness. Basically, because of the rotation of the Earth, what happens? The We get experience of sunrise, noon, or sunset, or midnight. That is because of the rotation of the Earth, and all longitude of the Earth is passing from the in front of the sun, and that situation, that position of the longitude of that particular place is responsible for the local time of that particular place. So and that we can get the experience of sunrise and sunset because of the rotation of the Earth. And just mind it, the direction of the rotation of the Earth from west to east. Now, Earth rotating from west to east, and because of that, we feel sun moving from east to west. Many times we traveling in a bus or a car, and that time we feel that the trees, the electricity pole, they are moving, they are crossing us very fastly against opposite direction. But actual fact is the trees or the pole, they are stable and we are moving. We are, it means we in the car or in the bus, we moving from one direction to another direction, and we feel that the trees or the electricity pole or some other stable things, they are moving fastly, they're crossing us very fastly. Actually it is the we moving the fast against the direction, and the same thing is happen in the earth or to the earth as well. Actually the earth, the apparent to be the moving in the opposite direction, that we can say actually the what we can see, sun is stable, but because of the rotation of the earth we feel the sun is rising in the east and it sunset to the west. But the fact is sun is stable, earth is rotating around its axis. Understand? So all this we're talking about, what is this? This is the brief history of time. Now, one very important activity is given to you. Just observe. If you see this diagram, which is given to you in your textbook, what the diagram is all about? This diagram is of cocoa pole, and you right now you all can get experience of that. If you having a cocoa pole there, or if a electricity pole also. If you see that morning, the shadow of the, if you go there and see the shadow of that pole, then you may find the shadow is very long. Afternoon you go there, shadow is the short, and again evening if you go there and watch the shadow, you will find shadow again strengthening. It means morning and evening the shadow of the pole is very long, and at the noon the shadow is the short. Why? Just think on it. Why the shadow is there? So this is a very simple activity that we can see, but this activity gives us an idea about the time, that how the time changes, how the sun rays which is coming to the earth, towards the earth, that keep on changing, their angle is changing. So that we are going to discuss. In next video we are going to discuss about the local time. Till then, goodbye.